Hello, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. You already know the vibes. It's your girl, Strong Warrior. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm going to be doing a reading for all signs, all 12 signs. Yeah. We had a Leo full moon, and I couldn't sleep well, so some others were sound asleep. My moon sign is a Leo, so it's very significant to me. Um, so much to say, so much to do, so much to feel, right? So we're gonna jump into this, right? And we're gonna start with Aries all the way to Pisces. Each of the signs have 3 cards, each a tarot, Hoyle, playing card, and we have an angel oracle card. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into this. All right, let's do this. Aries, you're first, honey. Aries, you have the 5 of Cups. Could be talking about past failures, um, thinking about things ahead and how you wouldn't want to make those same mistakes again. It does talk about putting your hope into the new things that are coming ahead of you instead of worrying about what is behind you. Ugh, I hate that blur. What is that blur about? There we go. Let's get into focus, right? And that is paired, wow, with the 5 of Diamonds. So we're definitely in a middle passage here, Aries, and it does talk about you reevaluating your course in life. And there's gonna be one of those aha moments that you'll feel where probably when you're deep in the dark about something, when you're in like the plateau of your stress, of your darkness, you're gonna come into light. And that's what this 5 of Coins is signifying, not to worry, there are brighter days ahead. You will get out of this and you will not make the same mistakes twice because you've already learned so much, right, Aries? So we try not to worry about the past. Oh, and we do have the 23, which is signifying 5. So that's 555. I want you to look that up. That's amplifying triple times the energy of the number 5, which is that middle passage. And I don't I don't want to mispronounce his name, but Melchizedek. It's talking about spiritual development, law of attraction, study. So that's definitely things for you to take your mind off of things right now. Probably just your personal growth, getting into some kind of study, learning new things, to just take your mind off of the stresses of reevaluating, your life path, because what you put out there is what you get back. So a change of mindset is being called for here, Aries. All right, Taurus. Taurus, we have the Page of Coins. And the Page of Coins talk about possibilities and excitement, things that bring you joy, things that's going to bring you value to your life. We have some new things ahead to be excited about. So that's awesome. But it is paired with the 3 of Diamonds, which signifies kind of like rushing the process of something that will bring value to you. So I would just say be in the moment and enjoy the journey and not focus so much on the destination, because with possibilities and excitement, like sky's the limit. Okay. And that is paired with the St. Francis card, Taurus. We talk about um, animal communication. Okay, activism and service. So, how are you in nature? You know what I mean, Taurus? This is your color. This green, that emerald, right? Getting in touch with nature, getting back to the service of things, not so much, what you're getting back, but what you're giving, how you're changing. The voice of people who cannot be heard and how you stand up for them, putting yourself aside and getting connected with, with nature, with the spiritual, with things outside of yourself, things that don't have a voice, things that communicate on a universal level, right, Taurus? So it's like tapping into that heart that you have here, that dove, to allow yourself to be free and not so much planning, but allowing things to flow, Taurus. All right, Gemini. Gemini, we have the Six of Cups. We got a balancing old and new traditions, right? There's some things that you may not be fucking with, you know what I mean, in these modern days, and then maybe some things that you hold true to your beliefs. So it's a good time to balance these things out. Okay, and that is paired with the Eight of Wands. We talk about some jealousy here, talking about forward movements. Just make sure that you keep your surroundings clean. You are not around low vibrational beings or thoughts, or even from yourself, to allow things to switch from time to time. Stand firm on your beliefs. Speak up when figuring things out, or allowing others to figure some things out, because even on the surface, when you may look like you have it all together, right, Gemini, things underneath the surface may be hella chaotic, but other people may be looking at you like, with an envious eye, or you may even be looking at people with an envious eye, because it does appear that they may have it all together. And that's probably not the case, right? Everybody has that same internal struggle sometimes with certain things and getting ahead. So keep that in mind, Gemini. And that's paired with Hathor. Okay, celebration, rejuvenation, gratitude. And it's paired with the 33. That's awesome right there. That's the number 6, which is love. And we do talk about that here with you. Okay, Gemini. So that's what's up. Always be gracious, always be gratitude. Always look for new energy, things to keep you that frequency alive with celebration here. So that's awesome, Gemini. Cancer. Cancer, we have the 9 of Cups. Is letting me know that your emotional state of being is at a all-time high at this point. Okay, that's what's up. You're emotionally fulfilled. You're doing things from the heart, and it's radiating, and it's getting the attention of others. Okay, we're on this moon phase right here, so it's definitely talking about moon cycles right now, but also how it's vibrating, how it's influencing other people in their own emotional state of being. So that is what's up, Cancer. That is paired with the Ace of Diamonds in reverse. It's kind of letting me know that although you on this emotional high, you're kind of in the back of your head fearful as to whether or not this is gonna go away, if it's gonna last long. And I think, being that this is the Ace of Coin, this is a gift from the universe. This is something that's handed down to you from the heavens, from the universe, only because it's like you did the inner work. You know what I mean? You've been through a lot, and you fixed enough for yourself to get this blessing. So to add fear to it is only going to snatch it away. So if you're fearful that it's going to go away, I suggest you change your freaking tune, okay, Cancer? Because that fear that you instill in yourself may be the thing that'll take your blessings away. And we have that paired with 32, which is 5, Goddess Isis. We talk about resurrection, magic, fertility. Okay, so we're probably giving birth to new ideas. We probably paving a new life for ourselves, right, Cancer? Adding magic with this 9 of Cups here. This feeling of emotional well-being is radiating through all that you do. So that is the magic that's being applied to all your projects, whether it's work, love, or life. And resurrection, you might be bringing life back into things that were once dead before with this 9 of Cups energy. So keep that in mind, Cancer. Leo. What we got for Leo? Leo, we have the 7 of Wands in reverse. It talks about feelings of inadequacy around people that are closest to you. You may be feeling this kind of competitive nature around naysayers or having to prove a point about your status, your position in life around your community. So I'd say watch out for that, Leo. And that's paired with the J of Wands. So we do have your fire sign definitely coming through with the Wands here. And the J of Clubs is significant of, just kind of like new places and new things and having the courage to move forward. But it's in the reverse. So you may have to like faith it till you make it to get out of this Seven of Wands in reverse energy, okay? Even if it's nothing but hype, even if it's just, um seems like things are being incomplete, just be careful with that. Allow yourself to have more faith in you than you do about proving yourself to others, okay, Leo? And that is paired with the goddess Kuan Yin, and she talks about compassion, divine mercy, and kindness. So it's extend kindness to people, but especially yourself, okay? Because you're going to have a lot of naysayers around you trying to prove a point, to the point where you have to almost get outside yourself to get back to yourself. And Goddess Kuan Yin is letting you know that to have compassion for these people because they know not what they do, but to extend the kindness to yourself. Be easy on yourself and forgive yourself for even like trying to prove a point to somebody. I'm picking that up a lot. You're trying to so hard to get people's validation when all they do is invalidate you. So I suggest you forgive yourself, show yourself some kindness, and give these people who probably haven't been through the lengths that you've been through, and give them that compassion because they probably need it. And go about your business, okay, Leo? No, 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 no. Virgo. All right, Virgo. Ooh, we got the Queen of Wands here in the reverse. Uh, hmm, hmm. Queen of Wands in reverse. We're talking about making things happen, okay? Whether or not it's the complete truth. Kind of like that Leo energy with the faith until you make it. But this here talks about manipulation. So I want you to be wary of that. Anybody trying to get into your ear to make you do something, or even you getting into somebody's ear to make them do something for a certain outcome, okay? I suggest you really pay attention to when that's good for you and when it's not, because it can all backfire in ways that, we can't even explain or account for. And that is being paired with the Ace of Hearts in a reverse, okay? And that talks about emotional blockages. So I'm getting the feeling of struggling in a relationship. I'm getting a feeling of kind of just being stuck in this void, whether it's a relationship with yourself, with someone you know what I'm saying? I feel like whatever this situation is more physical than it is emotional, or it does feel like playing with someone's head in order to protect your feelings. You can take that where that resonates, Virgo, because I know I reach out to millions of Virgos, okay? So it's just one of those things where if it resonates, it does. If it doesn't, if it don't apply, let it fly, okay? So Virgo, that is paired with the Archangel Jeremiel, and they talk about reflections, talk about dreams, and they talk about visions, all right? Look at that third eye in the middle of the chest. So it's asking you to dig deep. It's asking you to pay attention to your subconscious and the things that you tell yourself, the things that you tell other people, what it is that you do in order for an outcome to come out. And if you're not, see, now I was talking about relationships, but now I'm thinking we're talking about projects. If your heart is not into a project, don't force yourself into it. It's kind of like forcing yourself to do something in order for either, I don't know, for it to complete a project, to not look like um you just picked up something and didn't finish it and now you're on to the other thing. It's, if your heart is not into it, it's not into it. But allow yourself some time to step back from something to see if it's a moment of, I'm gonna just say quote unquote writer's block. If the passion's not there just yet, or the passion has kind of like leasing and you need to take a break to reignite that, or whatever, or is it a done deal? It's just something that you're not interested in anymore. And so give yourself time, allow yourself to see what was the reason why you started, and maybe that'll just help, restart what it is that you're trying to do. Okay, Virgo, that was interesting. Libra. Libra, we have the Knight of Cups here that talks about confidence. It talks about being emotionally confident in what you're doing, who you're doing it with, and how you're doing it. Okay, so that's good. That's paired with the Nine of Wands. So, like I said with Virgo, you have to kind of like give yourself the confidence, realize like what you're doing and why. You know what I mean? Because there's going to be times where you feel like giving up. If you might want to quit a job, you might want to just end the relationship, you might want to do this, unless it's really at that boiling point where like you just got to throw your hands up at something, then do that. Okay. I'm not here to direct anybody's life. You know exactly what it is and what it isn't that you want from life, whatever it is. Okay. And if it's not aligning with your overall, then it's not aligning with your overall. You know what I mean? But take that time, because it's letting me know that you're almost at the edge. Okay. And this here, it's paired with the Archangel Azrael, death and rebirth, transitions and life changes. Okay, definitely is talking about that. Figuring it out, because it does feel like you're giving up on something. And it's like the having the confidence to do it. So yeah, death and rebirth, new changes, transformations, transitions coming from one end to another. All right, Libra. So I hope that is good for you. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, we have the Five of Wands in reverse. It's letting me know that a conflictual situation is bound to get out of control if you do not use your head and navigate through conflict. You understand what I'm saying, Scorpio? Was that clear enough for you? Because I tend to use my words very, 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 very carefully. So if I pause, it's because I'm trying to use the right words, because I am an English major, and English tends to have one of those things where it's kind of like you got to say what you mean and you mean what you say. You understand? So I really don't know why I just got into that spiel, but I feel like you may have to have a serious conversation with someone and be exact about your words and very careful with them, because it can pop off. They talk about physical conflict, so be careful, Scorpio. And we paired with the Five of Wands in reverse, Scorpio. You starting trouble out here in the game, or trouble's finding you? What's going on? What's going on with your vibrational being, where we in conflict? Okay, we in conflict. It's talking about maybe a situation where you thought something was gonna get out of control and you were able to navigate through that. The Five of Wands is coming up twice. So it talks about 5 and 5 being 10. So there's a cycle completed. It may be a tense situation before a new cycle can begin, or there's a conversation that may need to be had prior to this. But either way, it does show growth, Scorpio, and that is paired with the Miss Archangel Jophiel, and she talks about joy, radiance, and what? Inspiration. Yes, tap in, tap in into that joy, into that radiance, into that inspiration. Be the person that you want the world to have. You understand what I'm saying, Scorpio? Yes. All right. Next up, we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius, we have the Hermit card here, major arcana up here on the board. That means you're going through some spiritual changes, Sagittarius. Either you stepping into that spiritual path or you elevating more into your spiritual path, Sagittarius. This is letting me know that time to yourself, time with your inner circle, time with your intimate family, immediate family and all of that is most importante at this time, because the outside noise is just that noise. Okay, you're not gonna get higher than the moon and you in tune if you around static. You know what I'm saying? Unless it helps you fall asleep, you don't need that in your frequency. Feel me? And that is paired with the 7 of diamonds. Okay. And that is just letting me know that the rewards that you're going to take for listening to your higher self and allowing yourself to be distant and in solitude and have good high vibrations and being open with your heart, you're going to be rewarded. And that's what I said. I do feel like you're elevating in this spiritual. And even if you're just stepping in, the fact that you're doing that and listening to your higher self, you're going to be rewarded for it. Okay. And that is paired with Archangel Uriel, and it talks about illumination, inner power, ideas to form. Yes. Yes. That absolutely makes sense. That inner power. Yep. Absolutely. Because when you stand by yourself and you listen to your heart and all the things that even bother you and go through your feelings and your emotions and your thoughts with a fine-tooth comb, come on now, you figure out who you are, and that gives you inner power. Because once you figure out who you are, ain't nobody gonna tell you shit. Know what I mean? You got the 4 here, and that's physical manifestation, baby. All right, who else we got next? Capricorn. Capricorn, we got the 2 of Wands. So we talking about discovery here. Look at that world she got right there. Look at that world. Discovering it. There's a whole big world out there, a whole different plateau from where you're standing in. Making sure that you realize that your problems are minuscule, that you versus the universe is so tiny. So try not to make things bigger than what they are, but also realize that, like, the world is way too big to hold on to things that are so small. Okay, and you're gonna discover crazy things about yourself. Crazy, amazing, beautiful. Look at this owl sitting on top of their head. That means wisdom is activating, baby. Paired with the child, Queen of Wands in the reverse. Who else had the Queen of Wands? Who else had the Queen of Wands? Was that let me see. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. That was that Virgo. That's that earth sign energy. Yep. That's all y'all. It's that earth. No, let me stop. The air is the wand, excuse me, is fire. Pardon me. So you got that fire sign coming through for you, Capricorn. Kind of letting me know that I don't know if somebody's telling you to move, or there's a situation in which you feel like moving because it's kind of being influenced to do so. Whether it's you or your higher power, it's kind of like saying, you're discovering what kind of manipulation is going on in your life, or you're discovering where either you are being manipulated or where you're manipulating other people to, do things and whatnot. Trying to just see where the influences are in your life. Are you a follower? Are you a leader? Are you looking for a cosign? Are you looking for an enabler? Those are just some of the things that you need to focus on here, Capricorn. And that is being paired with Archangel Raziel, which talks about mysteries, secrets, protected knowledge. And that sounds a lot like you, Capricorn. Mysterious secrets, protected knowledge, and all this other stuff. But it's definitely telling me that what you know and what you feel is definitely in the background. You're not putting that up in the forefront. A lot of the things that you do put up in the forefront are very trivial. They actually hold no weight. because a lot of the things that you hold to you dearly is what you're protecting in order for you to grow. So if that works for you, Capricorn, hey, it works for you. Next up, we got Aquarius. Aquarius. Ooh, Ten of Swords. In a reverse at that, Aquarius. What is going on with you? Okay, this talks about things that are temporary satisfaction. You may be going through something that was hard to deal with and hard to accept the reality of, but I don't want you lying to yourself about something, Aquarius. It doesn't help you. And it doesn't help that you're outsourcing short-lived situations in order for you to feel better about a loss or some kind of stressful situation. So I want you to be very careful, Aquarius, because that too shall pass. That is being paired with the J of Swords. Look at that. You want to get to the bottom line of things and you want to use your gifts wisely. Absolutely. And it got sword energy here. So we talking about air sign. Absolutely. This is all up in yo alley, Aquarius. Being that this is the year of Aquarius, with a lot of things are being illuminated and we're operating on a higher frequency, or at least that's what we're supposed to do. I'm extending that olive branch to you, Aquarius. Allow yourself to not be so bothered by disappointments. I know that's easier said than done, but how long have you been in your game for? How long have you had these experiences and you're still allowing them to bother you? And I understand it's like, oh, but I've done the work and I shouldn't have to be going through this. But even God has this disappointment with us. Okay, so let's not pretend like we're exempt from this. Like I said, this too shall pass. You have a gift. You have a gift, and I understand you probably want to even vocalize what it is that you're going through, and maybe that's what you need to do. You probably have a platform to do that, so I suggest you go ahead and do that. What, Aquarius? Jesus is here for you, Aquarius. What? We talk about forgiveness, we talk about spiritual teacher, we talk about compassion. Okay, use that Christ consciousness whenever you're feeling down about yourself, whenever you can't accept the reality of a situation, when something's got you down, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, whatever temporary, short-lived satisfaction, need to throw that out the window, because that's kind of signs of an addiction, you know what I mean? Kind of signs that you would just outsource and use other things in order to create some sort of false happiness. So I suggest you keep an eye out for that, or for the energies around you. If you come across this, tap into that for yourself and for other people. Last but not at all least, the sign with the season coming up, Pisces. As we're ending Aquarius season, we got Pisces. Oh, with the devil card here. The devil card talks about illusions, but it also means some kind of passion going on. So perhaps someone's very, very, very persistent about keeping up a certain image, okay, or they worked really hard to make themselves look one way in order for their vulnerabilities not to be seen. I don't know if that's you or the energies around you, Pisces, but that is what I have for you, okay? And that is paired with the King of Coin, which talk about, you know, being a mogul, being a mentor, obtaining such high power and status that you are a king in your arena, in your own right. And you probably are amongst other kings, or you probably amongst other nobles, but it's definitely something that is letting me know that because you have such status and such power, you probably believe that you have to act a certain way. And not for nothing, if you step out into the path less taken, it will inspire others to do the same. Because how many people do we know carry this facade just to kind of like keep up with the Joneses or keep up with appearances, when really, really deep down inside, they want to be someone or want to be with someone that is outside of this image. So take that where that resonates, Pisces. And that is paired with the Archangel Ariel. We talk about environment, abundance, guardian of the earth. Okay, so yeah, give the environment something new. Give it that abundance, change it up. And we talk about 6 here, you know what I'm saying? Operate with love, protect and guard, and guard what is precious to you, even if that is your core beliefs. You're already a king, you know what I mean? So lead by example, Pisces. That's all I do have for you guys. My camera is about to shut off, but you already know. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I thank you so much for taking the time, and you already know. Until next time, my loves, peace and love.